promise you, Andy Reiner is a wicked human being, evil, wicked human being. I do not want Circuit Judge Andy Reiner in my affairs at all. What do you think, United States Supreme Court? Is he a conflict of interest? Is Circuit Judge in Hatfield, Arkansas, a conflict of interest? What do you think, International Criminal Court, United Nations out of New York? Can anybody prove if he's a pedophile? What about John Max II? What about Frank Abbott? What about Chris Young? I believe that Chris Young is a sociopath. I get that vibe from seeing his photo, about 2 years ago? How did I put together that Chris Young was involved and or Dr. Jeffrey Bordelon? Partly on the Chris Young, because the online system about two or so years ago, spring 2023 or later, wherever it was, it kept saying doctor, research. And I remembered the last time I saw Frank Abbott in person in Hot Springs, Arkansas, right before Christmas, and the place was packed. He said orthopedic doctor Chris Young, not Mac Young, was his neighbor. United States Supreme Court, do you think you could do an urgent intercession with me on this torture here, United States Supreme Court? I think President Donald Trump's passed out too many French fries to be on my side. He may be wanting to bow down to Sarah Sanders and Mike Huckabee or Gavin Newsom. It says, like somewhere in Isaiah, a brood of wicked men, they don't even know how to feel shame or humiliated. I do not want the Michael Griblin, Frank Abbott, Andy Reiner group, Jeffrey Bordelon group in my affairs at all. Andy Reiner is a senseless, wicked human being. He doesn't even know how to teach God's word. I saw online like 3 years ago on Facebook, 3 or more, he read to a group of sixth graders at Caddy Hill School. He put on there something about the Marines. He's like, 200 and something years ago today, the Marines did this. I'm Andy Reiner. The military is my Michael Griblin slave. I just bring up an anniversary or a birthday. They listen to me. Andy Reiner, infertile Andy Reiner. I read online about Andy Reiner in the past so many years. I wish I had the articles printed. I wanted to in about 2022 or so. He couldn't be landlord and circuit judge to the Polk County Prosecution's Office because it'd be a conflict of interest. Be as willing to sell the prosecution's office building back to the county what he paid for it. He just wanted them to have a nice office, a nice building. I bet he never goes to Haiti again. I think he's religiously delusional. He has no business in my affairs, my life. I can't help if he's infertile or if his wife's infertile. In honor of the people who raised me, Paul Griblin, Glass Griblin, Debbie Abbott, Deborah Griblin, Deborah Pollock Griblin, I do not want Andy Reiner in my affairs. Same for Michael Griblin. Scotty Parker Abbott speaking. Born Scotty Parker, let's 3 years later become Scotty Abbott due to adoptions. Scotty Wayne Parker, Scotty Wayne Abbott, Scotty David Cyrus. Scotty Michael David Cyrus. Scotty Michael David Cyrus. I love truth. I love justice. United States Supreme Court, United Nations, European Union. I want Circuit Judge Andy Reiner, his friends, his affiliates out of my affairs. Same for Dr. Jeffrey Bordelon, Dr. Chris Young, and a whole lot of California. Please and thank you. I'm doing my best, show a waiting attitude. Micah chapter 7. 10 Kings, Revelation 17. I'm waiting on that Revelation 3:10. Daniel chapter 2, verse 44. I'm doing my work. I'm doing my teachings. The online system makes it harder to do it. I mean, there's just things I just can't do. Can't even use the speak text in my bedroom. I don't know. It's a headache. It's a pain. I gave talks 2 or 3 years ago. I said, scan Andy Reiner if he's around children. I said, he's probably the type to send his wife to the nightly social and say, don't worry, I'll put the kiddos to bed. Andy Reiner, my profile on Andy Reiner is he goes out of his way to be around children. Out of his way, and he's religiously delusional. If you like him, you're either brainless or a pedophile. A closet secret pedophile, don't ask, don't tell. Andy Reiner is stupid. Andy Reiner is an idiot. Andy Reiner cannot judge anything but John Maddox, Brian Johnson's his friends, his bigot politicians. He's an idiot. He's an Arkansas one imbecile. Andy Reiner is a complete idiot. Complete idiot. How much did I write 2 or 3 years ago on TurboTax? Is Andy Reiner doing international porn trades? If you like Andy Reiner, you are my enemy. You are a bigot, pedophile, sodomite, loving, murderous, maggot, and name of Jody Fogel's death. You love woman beaters like Charles Baber. You love people like James Carr. If you like Andy Reiner, if you're a fan of Andy Reiner, you need to get the hell away from me. Jehovah God to get you out. Andy Reiner's not welcome here at all. Jehovah God will show you. I don't know how. I just know that evil bigot is like a David Lappin. That's a worthless maggot. Andy Reiner, John Maddox II, Brian Johnson. Worthless individuals. They just like pornography. Other people's kids, names, estates. They're cowards. They pretend to be other people online. They can't teach anything.